Hello. It's Alex. I'm coming out of my hallway. I'm coming outside because someone's put a big yellow thing in the way. Miggy's coming today. Miggy's mobile welding. He's going to weld up Remi's car. Let's see if we can see the hole. I don't think we can because the wheel's on at the moment. Can you see the hole? In there. Gross. Yeah. So Miggy's coming to do that hole. Because I can't do all the holes around here. And I'm going to put some stuff on Mr. Jenkins in some of the nooks and crannies. Lano Clear, I don't know if you've heard of Lanagard. It's basically Lanagard. Void fill, rust prevention. I'm going to try and put that in some of the little areas. Especially my suspension. I'm going to spray it around where the spring sits because it can get damp and moisture in there. And I'm just going to try spraying it in there. I'm going to spray it around this joint, up around the exhaust hanger. Yeah, that's probably about it really. I just want to spray a little bit here and there. As you can see, there's my glorious patchwork that we're not touching yet. Oh, I can put my hoses on today. Clips will be dry. And I've got the rubber to go on here. I can put wax there actually. I'll spray that wax in that channel. That'll make the rubber easier to go on, I reckon. Or harder, we'll find out. Right, I don't think I said goodbye yesterday, so whether I've mushed these clips and days into each other, this is the 19th, which is Wednesday I think, and yesterday was Tuesday. So I might mush the clips together, so I needn't have said goodbye yesterday because here I am again today. I'm blabby, sorry. I'm just thinking about all the jobs I've got to do. Look at that purple. I could put all the interior back in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Do you know what I did yesterday? You won't like it. Well, some of you might. But I might have ordered some more fur. Because you know I got my fur back here. I've ordered some more. Not the same. I couldn't find the same. But I've ordered some. I'm going to cover. That's after I've checked it's not leaking water. Because we don't want wet fur in there. Because it's just going to rot it out again. But once I know it's not leaking, I'm going to fur it up. Miggy's here. He hasn't got his van on the driveway yet, but I've jacked Remi's car up. And I'm here sanding my little corner. So this is the seam sealer here. And I'm just sanding that back. Hasn't got to be perfect for me, in my eyes, because this is spot welded along here anyway. So it's a bit lumpy, so that's fine. And then here is going to be my reflector. So again, that hasn't got to be perfect either. So I'm just sanding it down. We'll mask it up, get some primer on there. And I should have a little bit of purple paint left to go over there in this little corner. Because it's only this little corner, isn't it? Well, that's all masked up ready. I'm going to use a bit of etch primer. That's fetching purple can, isn't it? Miggy's bringing all his stuff in. Oh, he's tripping up as well. Hey? Nearly got that on camera, Miggy. Hey? Oh, trip hazard. Let me move that because I don't want you flying.
Delete that bit.
Delete it. We don't delete bloopers here. Hey? Shove that there. We'll look at Remi's hole now. No, look at that. Ugh. That is nasty. He hasn't even got a jacking point anymore. It's gone, look. It's been jacked up inside. So Miggy's going to have to do a lot of work here recreating this.
Right, so
Put that on a bit thick, but
still there. Should be enough to cut into that.
Miggy's very vocal.
I'm always very vocal.
So I just sprayed Lanagard down into these channels where the rubber's going to go, and I've just been rubbing because it drips. It's a messy stuff. Sort of rubbing it over. It's like a bit, sort of like, I don't know, fish oil. I'm just sort of rubbing it around, and I don't know how good it is, or how, you know, it's going to protect it, or is it going to make everything stick to it? I don't know. I'm just rubbing any excess around, and then I am, some of you might not like it, going to use this underbody seal with wax oil, and I'm just going to be doing the edge here. I'm going to paint under here, and then under this edge here for extra protection. That was a nice new can of underbody seal. I didn't realise I had a new one. So I haven't gone too mad with it. I've just gone round any sort of edges with it. Edges up in there, up on the edges in there. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Right up in there, in that edge, along these edges. And then I've just gone along this edge here. I'm not going to cover the whole thing in it, because I think that's enough, and this is all washable. Stuff will wash off that. I don't think there's any reason to go mad. And obviously I've gone up under this ledge here and under this. That'll do. Let's go and see how the primer's doing on that corner. It's going purple. There's not much left in that can. What's Miggy doing? Oh, I've got my own mask. I could watch what he's doing, but I'm going to close my eyes because I haven't got my mask on.
I'm just packing this plate in.
I can't see what he's doing, but you can. Oh look, he's got a nice hammer. What's your hammer called?
Fred.
Fred the hammer. Right, that'll do on that corner, because we're going to have the reflector on there, so it hasn't got to look amazing. I'm in here trying to figure out how to get this seal on. I tried bending it round this corner, but it didn't work, it didn't look nice. So I've gone for one piece here, and then I'm going to trim this so it sort of fits in there and sort of overlaps it to get a good seal. I've also got to figure out, pipes have got to go through this somehow. I was hoping I've got it the right way up. It can't be that way because all the rubbish will be sat in there. That can't be right, so it must be that way, because then the wing sits on it. So I reckon I'll get rid of a chunk of that. That'll fit in there nicely. Yeah. Bob's your uncle. Get that there and then pop it in. Oh, a little bit more there, I think. A little bit more. Trim off.
Ah, there it is.
Miggy's having fun. It's just a case of trial and error here, I think. Thankfully it's a long bit of rubber. I've just checked, there's quite a bit to play with, so if I get it wrong it won't be the end of the world. Miggy's talking to himself. So I've got this bit on, and this pipe sits nicely between the two bits and sort of almost helps to seal it, so that's fine. So I'm going to get a little thingamabob that holds it on. normally put grease on that screw, but it's got to come out again very soon. This. Measure. Now this one's got to go trailing down there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. A bit more rubbery. Just hooking the bottom in and then pushing the top in with a flathead screwdriver. I put that waxy stuff in there so it's going in nice and easy, slippery. It's looking nice, isn't it? Now on the old rubber there was a hole and I threaded this through. But where does the hole need to be? That's the question. I reckon there. I'm just going to do it. I'm not scared. Got a hole in my finger as well. That was a bit daft, isn't it? Owie. Ooh. Oh, look at that. The little thing that holds it on here. I put a bit of grease on that one because that hasn't got to come off again. Just put some nice wax on it, that'll do. There you go. Very smart. Could have cleaned it, couldn't I? Who's going to see it? Last bit going in. I've just trimmed it. There was about that much, too much, which is nice. Go. Nice. Alright, it's looking smart, isn't it? I've got a piece of rubber to go here. Where's it gone? It's flapped away. Piece of rubber that will go here somewhere. I just need to get a metal strengthening thing to go in here so we can screw it on. A splash guard. I mean, it sits nicely like that, but I think originally it might have been that way. I'm not sure. I'm going to do it that way. I can't see anything wrong with that. I'm going to just put a bit of metal in here. See if I can find a bit at B&Q or something. If not, I'll have to make something, I suppose. I've rubbed a cloth with Lanagard stuff on it all over the suspension. And yeah, it looks nice. Tidied it up a bit, isn't it? And hopefully it's going to protect it and not just make it a big tacky bit of metal that's going to collect all the dust. I sprayed some down into where the spring goes in there as well. So hopefully that'll help protect that. So I'm going to bolt the exhaust back on, get the wheel back on, and then I think it's time to go to B&Q. I've been fiddling around for ages looking for some decent nuts and bolts, because the one those that I took off were a bit crusty, so I'll put these in with new washers and locking nuts, because we don't want it coming undone, because we don't want the exhaust falling out on the floor, although the rubber could split and leave us in that situation anyway. Oof, fiddly this, because you've got to get a washer on and the nut, and there's not a lot of room in there. Yes, unfortunately. Oh, that bit of metal should have been there in front of the rubber. That means I've got to take those fiddly nuts off again. What a knob. Oh, no knob. I cannot believe I forgot that. Oh. Singing. Sorry. God damn it. What's the slimming thing? That means there's going to be even less thread showing through. Box and knob. Box and knob. There's number 1. Well, I'm running low on purple paint and I'm a bit lazy. So I've just painted the rim of the wheel like I did all those years ago, just to freshen it up, because the hubcap's going to cover all of that pretty much. You're only going to see the very edge. I would like to get them powder coated, but not now. Miggy is savage.
Hey!
Wow.
Oh, she's spying on me now.
I am, yeah. Look at your professional grinding with one hand. Wow, look at that. There's no more hole.
Yeah, there, no more holes yet.
Wow, it looks like a car now.
Yes. All
Well
sort
done.
of shape to it, all shaped.
Nice.
Shape. Plate underneath.
Is there a jacking point yet?
Plate underneath at the end, whether it is, and that'll be
Aha!
the actual where the.
Wow, look how thick that metal
Yeah,
is.
it's not going anywhere. That
Nice.
probably lasts the vehicle out of that piece.
Well done. Thank you. So there we are, look, all seams sealed in there. We got a new jacking point. Ta-da! Well, we got a jacking point full stop, which is amazing. So Remi can paint that whenever he wants, hopefully tomorrow. And then it can go for an MOT.
Absolutely.
You meant to say goodbye.
Farewell.
That's it, yeah, that's it. Bye.
Farewell.
You know, I only just realised you were in my handbag. I've just been to B&Q to get some bits of metal for my splash guards and the wheel arches. But I meant to bring you in to come in B&Q with me, but I forgot. Sorry. So there you are, balanced on Jessie's glove box whilst I'm sat here in traffic. As soon as I pull away, you'll fall over anyway. But I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. It is so hot today. I am roasting. Ugh. I must say, it's not a pleasant car to be in the summer. A black car. I knew you were gonna fall. Yeah, a black car with no aircon and not even a proper fan. There's no face vents or anything like that. So yeah, I'm cooking here. I don't really know what you're looking at down there. You're just looking at my nose, aren't you? What's in the boot? Well, things we don't need, like Austin Allegro's Series 3 side door trims. Here's the rubber I took with me. I bought some new tin snips. Some of these end cutters, I don't really know what they are or what they do, but they look handy. Nuts and bolts for my dad because he has ripped my Land Rover apart and he needs these to put it back together. Some pink screen wash because we like a bit of pink screen wash, and the important little things. Bang. I must say, this Lanagard stuff absolutely stinks that I've put on. Whew. I've got some on the exhaust, I bet it's going to be really horrible. Alright, this metal here I got from B&Q. Does it tell me what it is? No. I don't know, I just picked it up. I picked it up from B&Q to see if it fits. And it fits perfectly in there, like so. Absolutely perfect. But before we get the rubber involved, I need to trim this and shape it around the wheel arch. Should be fun. Right, I've measured it and marked it. Are my new tin snips going to cut this? Or am I going to have to get the grinder out? Let's find out. Ooh. It's trying to, but I feel like I'm being very unkind to them. I'm just going to cut it with the grinder. It'll be easier. Easier in the long run. There we are. I've trimmed and shaped the metal, and I've put some of this horrible stinky stuff on to slide it in. I mean, this is steel, so I probably should have painted it, but I bet they didn't paint it from factory. And to be honest, I don't think anything's going to rust with this stuff on. It's disgusting. Yeah, now the decision, is it going to go like that, or is it going to go like that? I'm not sure. I might have a quick look in the parts book just to see what it was from factory. Well, I started to worry that I bent this the wrong way, but I haven't. This is how it goes, apparently, looking at the book. Because it sort of holds it like that in there. We need to mark the holes and then drill through the rubber and this big thick bit of metal, and then get some nice shiny screws, I suppose. Well, that took a lot of faffing about, but the screws look all over the place, but that's how the holes are on the car. They're a bit all over the place. So just got to put some grease on these threads, screw them on. I thought it was better to have the screws sticking out that way than sticking down that way. I could have riveted it on, but at least this way I can get it off again easily. job done. It was alright faff to do that, but I'm pleased we did it. The seal is on. I think that's right, at least I hope it is. It looks right to me, because the, put the torch on, you know, the metal bit, oh gosh, you can see where I was hitting it with the hammer, oops. The metal bit is sandwiching the rubber to this metal bit, so it's got to be right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this horrible gunk over this and over the screws, just to protect it all. Well, I'm happy that's that side done for now, or that underwing area done for now, until we come to doing the D-post on that side. I'm going to move on to the other rear wing aperture and see what rot lies beneath. I do need to move him over a little bit so I can work on the other side. Let's see if he starts. Remi's taken the bar out the jack. I say that's a bad idea, because now you can't get it back in. What are you gonna do? I made that mistake once, never again. Maybe I should have warned him. You do know it's only supported by an axle stand that's on your anti-roll bar? Oh my god. This is where Remi loses his arm. Oh, he didn't die. Well done. It's one way of doing it.
Yeah, instead of crowbars and whatnot.
Still dodgy though, having the car balanced on its anti-roll bar now. Don't try this at home, folks. Right, I'm going indoors now. Maybe I'll do a bit more tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.